Hey guys, it's Miss Hotmess and her randomness. It's been a minute and a half since I've done a video. Legit, it's been a few. So a lot's happened. We're not gonna really get into that, but I've been having conversations lately about like, oh, videos I should do, and this was not one of the ones on the list, but I figured I would share it with you guys. So this Christmas, um my boyfriend Rick and I had gotten his niece the Friends Advent Calendar for Lego. And then Rick had a really awesome idea because I got it when I was back for her back when I was still in England. And the idea was that she could work on it like basically each night before she went to bed, but after she had ate dinner. And then Rick's idea was basically, how about we get you one also so you can video call her and do it together. And just because of scheduling and things like that, we couldn't do it every single night. But we did do a good chunk of it and we would work on it together. And she was doing fabulous. She actually did really, really well for the ones that she did. Sometimes she would have other people do them for her. Hey, you know what? Use your resources. So this is the Christmas Advent Calendar, the one for 2022. And it's actually also my first Advent Calendar that I'm actually done. It is not my first one that I bought, but I've also realized that I am a hoarder of my sets. So me and Rick were talking last night about how the fact that I'm a box collector, and I wouldn't say per se I'm a box collector. What I am is that I'm a set collector. And I don't have one type of set more than the other that I'm aware of. There are ones that I like, the ones that I think are going to be awesome to do at some point. I also, as I just knocked something over, let me flip it. Then there's also the bulk buys that I've bought in over the last few years, since basically last 2 years. And so there's like now pieces that I'm trying to put together. There's sets that I'm trying to put back together. It's a very slow process. But so I so basically we did this set, the Friends Advent Calendar set 41706. And I also wanted to share, I think it was one of them, I got a double bag. I got my first double bag. It's, I don't, where it is, I put it back in, so I don't know where it is, now that I'm trying to find it. It's in one of these holes. There it is, 15. 15, I got a whole extra set. So I'm just going to leave that little one in there. So that was like so, so I had asked Elsie, his niece, when we were doing it, which base plate, because I got a bunch of different base plates. I have the white, I have the green, the blue, the big gray one, and I asked which base plate should I do with this. And she chose white. So it's actually I really think was fitting because of the fact that this is Christmas based, and it's more of an like when you start doing the actual pieces, you start realizing it's a village type scenario. So the white I thought really, really worked because it's more of a, like, as if it just snowed type situation. So now I'm going to switch. Sorry for the yawn. Pardon me for that. I'm going to show you guys what, after I did them all, and which ones were kind of a pain in the butt. I actually realized I had actually built, step 23, I built wrong initially, so I had to fix that tonight before I was switching things around. Also, 15, we also can give people problems because you're making a particular item. So, but then there was a couple that basically were just a little bit bratty. If you want in your comments, if you did this advent calendar, which ones did you struggle with? And this is as a 42-year-old woman. These were some of the ones I struggled with. So again, this is for 6 and plus years old. So if you're doing this with a kid, Like, if you're a kid doing this, some of these I can imagine were a pain in the butt. So I'm going to flip the camera around. So this is the white baseboard plate that I used, and this is how I set up my scenario, my scene of my little village. This is, I just knocked over the Christmas tree. So yeah, so this one right here is the one that I was talking about, that basically when you're trying to do this, it was a little bit brat to get in. So Mrs. Santa Claus's chair, I did not have it buttoned down because the base of it is solid. So if you're trying to set it up on a base plate, it's not really going to work. The camera and the microphone, I used a stud to put underneath. Let's see if it will show. Now that I'm trying to do it. So that, like that one, I had a white stud right there. And then that way it just actually stays on. So the kids are waiting for the thing. She is the mayor, apparently, of the town. And the campfire one was the one that was the worst. Trying to put that one together, like, that was just a pain. So this is what my final creation looks like. This is how I set up my village. And yeah, so I'm just kind of curious. What did you do for yours? And were there any that you had a problem with? And can anybody tell me what they think this is? What animal is it supposed to be? Like, I know that's a reindeer. He's pulling the sleigh. What is that? We have concluded it might be a unicorn. But I just feel like it was like an extra. They couldn't decide on an actual last piece. Does anybody know what it is? If you do, please share it with me. Thank you.